Hey, we're the Last Bandoleros, and you're watching.
It's officially fall. It is raining like a banshee right now. Actually, it's not that bad. Ooh, there's lightning. Lightning. We are leaving for Kentucky in how many days? 4 days. We are leaving for Kentucky in 4 days. We're going to the Bourbon and Beyond Festival. I am beyond excited. The Last Bandoleros, my favorite band. I'm sure you've seen me post about them on my Twitter. I'm obsessed with the Last Bandoleros. The first time I ever saw the Last Bandoleros perform was at a Sting concert at Myth nightclub. But the first time I saw them, I had never heard their music prior to the event and walked in. I was kind of like, damn, I have to sit through this opener. It was like a nightclub, so you stand, and it was a lot of older people because it was a Sting show. And so everybody's standing and people were kind of like cranky about it. There's so much lightning. And well, Sting came out with them and he played with them. So like, you know that a band is good when Sting is opening with his opener. And that says a lot about Sting too. Everybody just lost their minds. It was like country kind of, but almost more rock and roll. It was like rock and roll country. The house went crazy and it was so much fun. I was obsessed with them immediately. So then I started following their career. I was supposed to see them when they played at First Ave, and I had tickets and everything, bought tickets and everything, and then I had a work event that I had to be out of town for, and I didn't get back in time. And I was like kind of under the weather, so I bailed, and it was like tragic, like so tragic. And so then they announced that they were playing at the Turf Club, which is like 2 minutes from my, it's like 0.7 miles from my apartment. And so I dragged Shannon to it. And she ended up getting totally obsessed with them as well. And they were just adorable at that show.
I'm in love with the girl, I'm on top of the world, and I wanna do something crazy.
They played so well. And so high energy, so cute, so endearing. So talented, I mean. They're amazing singers, amazing guitar players.
Slash from Guns N' Roses.
So much fun, I loved it. So, so now we're gonna go see them at this festival. The headliners of the festival are Robert Plant, John Mayer, Lenny Kravitz. It's on my bucket list to see Lenny Kravitz perform, so this is ideal. Sheryl Crow is gonna be there. Counting Crows. We have all the crows covered. It's gonna be so much fun. We bought our tickets like a year ago and we're absolutely dying excited. I leave first. I leave Friday night for Louisville, and then Shannon gets there Saturday afternoon. Going back to the Last Bandoleros, we have been really harassing them online. I'm surprised that they haven't blocked us. Every time they post anything, we are commenting and hearting and faving and up in there. They had a Q&A, and in their Q&A, it was like you submitted questions via Twitter or via whatever platform, and then they answered them in a video that they posted. We asked a couple questions. They answered one of our questions each.
At Wizard of Oz. Love that. Shannon Oz. Aw.
Clever.
Nice. On Twitter, she asked, which one of you is the biggest diva on the road?
This guy.
I don't know. Man, I get called out for this all the time. Alright, fine, I'm a diva. Sue me. I've got good taste in things, and it's hard to find in the middle of nowhere good coffee. So, I make these guys drive all over the country for like intelligentsia or something really nice.
Exactly. Kathleen Kane on Twitter asked, is Jerry a Sagittarius? Jerry, are you
Kathleen, I am a Sagittarius. How did you know? I do have a tattoo on my arm, so maybe that gave it away. But a lot of people don't know what this means.
I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like a Poseidon arrow or something.
No. Really, it said, when Emilio asks me where catering is, I go that way.
We'll persevere.
Yeah. Kathleen, what are you? Are you a fire sign as well?
I'm obsessed.
Kathleen, what are you? Are you a fire sign as well?
So I just arrived in Louisville, Kentucky. People keep walking by. There's like a business convention or something here. Do you hear those footsteps? I had a great flight. It was so short. It was like an hour, practically, a little bit less. 2 beds, really exciting. Overlooks the pool. They've got an extremely small outdoor pool here at the Sleep Inn. We have our banner all ready to go for the last Bandoleros. It's gonna rain probably a lot, so I have all of my rain gear. I have a rain suit, I have rain boots. I'm like totally equipped. Louisville is so cool so far. I haven't seen that much because I've only been to the airport and the hotel, but everything smells like leather. There are pictures of Muhammad Ali everywhere. I think we're off to a good start. Back home in Faribault got totally pummeled by some storms. They're not calling it a tornado, but it was like flatland when it ripped roofs off of houses, and there's been so much devastation. Always thinking of Faribault, but thinking of them even more due to the storms there. On the way to the hotel, my Uber driver had the thickest southern accent. I like couldn't understand what he was saying. I was just like, oh, nice, that's nice. And then he was like, oh, I've only been an Uber driver for like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh. And then he went diagonally through like 6 lanes of traffic to exit. It was unsafe, but he'll learn, you know what I mean? He'll get better. I'm so excited for Shan to get here. We're gonna dance, we're gonna get covered in rain, eat a lot of food, we're gonna drink a lot of bourbon.
And 2 inches of rain dumping on the metro over the weekend, so much so the second day of Bourbon and Beyond canceled. The CEO of Bourbon and Beyond saying too much mud and water made for safety hazards inside that park.
Champions Park, the site of this weekend's Bourbon and Beyond Festival, deemed unsafe on Sunday.
It's a painful decision to make. We agonize over it for hours as you watch the conditions worsen. You know, safety comes first.
Danny Hayes, the CEO of the company behind the festival, canceled the second day early Sunday morning.
Welcome to the worst day of our lives. Oh my god, we're laughing, but it's true. We
When
cried.
at Bourbon and Beyond gets canceled, ... you eat your feelings.
Sometimes she gets a little confused, you know.
Sunday, beautiful weather in Louisville, Kentucky at Churchill Downs. As you can see, home of the amazing Kentucky Derby. Horse lovers delight.
It's family day
It's
today.
family fun day today, weather permitting.
There's a bounce house in there. I'm ready. Let me in. Let me on it. Today's the worst day of our lives.
I have never been
We have never been more enraged.
sad and enraged than I am right now. So this is really gonna go well. We're ready to see some horses. I mean, maybe they won't even run, and then
Shout out to the homies. Shout out to our horse girls.
shout out Horse Girls Anonymous.
Shout out horse girls.
7. You didn't even turn 5.
Yeah, Eric Stites and a horse named Kenstucky. And he had a big grand plan that Eric Stites would be the king. So he was going to set the nice post.
Gowns, beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
I'm blue Dabba-dee. Roses are red, violets are blue, Bourbon and Beyond. You.
Hello, ghost.
Oh yeah.
Hi, baby. Hi. He's loving his life right now.
Loves Imagine Dragons.
That leash is not great. Hi. Doesn't know the verses.
Number 2, Valley Cove was first. Number 1, Applewood was second. 4, Royal Edition was third. And 7, Wild Without Candy finished fourth. Not official.
Is it in?
Just got back from. It's on Nicollet Mall.
Then yeah. It's like just hitting me. What are you looking at?
Looking up Greek restaurants to see where we're going to eat dinner. Oh yeah, that's in the right direction.
So angry.
Were you going to that yesterday?
Yeah, we did. Yes.
We went yesterday too.
Oh my god. It was such a disaster.
We're so sad.
We are so sad. Our favorite
Today was the
band.
day I really wanted to see.
Our favorite band, the Last Bandoleros, were first today and they didn't play. It's so sad.
We wanted to see Sting, of course.
Yeah. Walk me back from when So Sunday morning, I woke up and I was ready to like get dressed, basically.
Yeah, I woke
and I went into the bathroom. I walked out, and you said to me, "What did you say to me?" You were like,
I said, "Have you checked your phone yet?"
And I was like, "No."
And I was like, and you were like, "What?" And I was like, "Have you checked your phone?" And you were like, "No." And I was like, "I got a notification from the festival. Today's canceled."
That's exactly what you said. And I thought you were kidding, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
I would never kid. I never considered that there was even a possibility that they would cancel the next day. Like, remember we were leaving and it was like, we were like laughing, like, oh, somebody's gotta clean this shit up. Like,
right, we were. We were like, how are they gonna flip this? Yeah.
And like literally, we snuck into the VIP bathrooms.
We did.
We were in the bathrooms, and I was like, well, it's sick in here. Like, so they're gonna be cleaning this all night. But never was I like, oh, maybe they'll cancel it. No.
I guess I just thought they were like more equipped than they were to handle it, you know?
Well, like they've been saying, it's like, don't say your rain or shine, and then.
Exactly. Somebody on Facebook was like, you don't say that you're rain or shine, and then not be prepared for like bad rain.
It felt like it wasn't quite big enough.
Mm-hmm. The space, you mean?
Like, I think they sold too many tickets. Mm-hmm. I feel like if there was a combination of like 10% fewer people plus 100% more preparation. Because honestly, like, we were talking to those people at the bar, they agreed. Like, if they had moved people out of the main areas and brought in mulch. And like, hey, when they needed to do that, and like put a pause on what was going on, I think it would be fine.
Yeah.
Very upsetting. Refund
though. It'll pay for all the bird scootering we did.
We salvaged yesterday.
We did. Well, we really like did Kentucky tings yesterday.
We saw horses.
Kentucky rain keeps pouring down, oh, and over hills and other towns that I'll go walking through, with the rain in my shoes.
Right after we got home, maybe a week after we got home, Sting was here on tour with Shaggy. Yes, that Shaggy. They just completed a tour together. They have a reggae joint album. It's really wild. You should check it out. As part of his tour, he did an album signing at the Electric Fetus. Went to get it signed. It's like this ridiculous deluxe like 3-disc CD.
It was my fault.
Oh, you brought the England rain, yeah?
Desert Roses. I dream of rain. Dude, come on, man. It was like singing in a wave. It was not just raining. It was coming in horizontal sheets. My bass got completely soaking wet and stopped working, and the crowd were going mad. And out of the corner of my eye, I can see someone doing a rain dance, like a Gene Kelly here, just stamping up and down. There was like 2 or 3 inches of water on the stage. It was incredible. He wouldn't stop. It was a match.
So, as he was signing my album, I was one of the first ones in line, and I passed the album to the man that passes the album to them, and I shouted to him, and I was like, hey, I tried to see you last week in Kentucky. And in his little accent, he goes, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Shaggy was sitting next to him, and he passed it to him, and he went, oh, Kentucky, and like laughed. And so that is my interaction with Sting. We spoke to each other, and then I got shooed out the door. The end. Thank you for watching. Also, I just wanted to mention that if for some reason the Last Bandoleros get their hands on this footage, please don't be freaked out. We're really not crazy, I promise. We just love you. So don't get a restraining order yet. Not yet. Thank you.